Why, hello everybody, Spencer here, also known as Lego Dude 11, and in today's video, this is my Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie, spoiler review, review, so without further ado, let's discuss. Alright, so as I said, this is a review, if you will, non-spoilerish review. And there's gonna be some spoilers because I can't keep my darn mouth shut in these videos. So, with that said, let's get things started here. And I have to preface this, because I'm not gonna talk for a long time. I just kind of want to make this like a quick review because I just watched the movie. Like, I literally just finished watching the movie before making this video, and I had to wear my, SpongeBob shirt for you guys, and I enjoyed the movie. Like I said, there's going to be some stuff at the end that I kind of want to talk about, like how the movie ended, but it's also not a movie that I can really spoil, but there are things at the end, like there's just the villain itself. So I grew up with SpongeBob. Based upon the SpongeBob shirt, I wouldn't have this shirt if it wasn't because I'm a big fan of SpongeBob. I still watch SpongeBob. Funny enough, my college friends I just met to go see Deadpool and Wolverine, we showed my friend who's a girl, the three guys, all of us watched SpongeBob. Love it. And we're like, she hadn't seen SpongeBob. She didn't grow up with it. So we showed her, Emmy, my friend Emmy, SpongeBob, and we got her hooked. So we're going to show more of SpongeBob to her this fall. But this movie, I was not really aware of until the first trailer came out, like, I don't know, a month or so ago? It wasn't even that long ago. And I didn't hear about this movie because what I knew is that they were making a fourth SpongeBob movie called Search for SquarePants, which is supposed to come out next year, which I still think is happening, but this movie then was on my radar. Then a trailer came out, and I was like, oh, they're doing this. And it's not even a SpongeBob movie. It's called the Sandy Cheeks movie, which I think is a clever idea in and of itself. But here's my problem, is that while watching it, I had a great time, loved SpongeBob. There are things in it, explorations that I really liked. The animation was trying to be bold and different. But I actually, I never really watched. I watched the Sponge on the Run, like, all the way through. The way I watched that movie was somebody recorded it. Somebody put it on YouTube the day it was supposed to release. I never watched it on Netflix. I watched it on YouTube the day it was supposed to release, that someone else put out on YouTube. I watched it the day of, and it was taken off YouTube. And then it was never to be seen again. And then it's on Paramount Plus. But I haven't watched it since then. And I honestly think that Sponge on the Run might be a little bit better than this one, even though I haven't seen it since. Because the animation style, like, I need to go back and watch that movie because I don't know. It's just that I love SpongeBob, but this feels like it's not a direct. It's a direct to home, direct to streaming. It's a Netflix film. And I have to tell you what, I've really been enjoying Netflix this summer because this is the third Netflix movie. It's not a great movie, but as a fan of SpongeBob and as not a big fan of Netflix, I'm going to go, this is one that I'm going to watch again because I'm just a big fan of SpongeBob. So automatically I'm going to watch this on Netflix. But any other Netflix thing, I'd watch this one again. But that's just the whole Netflix ordeal. But I'm watching this going, alright, it just feels like the animation is straight out of a video game. And no disrespect to video game developers, no disrespect to animators. I know they take time, such hard work. But I'm watching this going, okay, it just looks kind of cheap. And, I'm a big fan, like I said, I'm a big fan of SpongeBob. And when I went to see in 2014, 2015 or so, when Sponge Out of Water came out, and I went to see it with my dad, I have fond memories, big bold memories. Like, I can remember vividly what we did after that. We went to dinner after that. But I loved Sponge Out of Water animation when it was on land. This animation in the Sandy Cheeks movie feels, it's so, like, okay, so in Sponge Out of Water, they have this distinct animation for the underwater, and then they go time travel, and they do this stuff, and then they have this unique animation style in the dream sequence, and then they have the bold live action animation when they're on land, right? In this movie, it just feels the same. It feels the same when they're in water as they are on land, and it doesn't feel they do anything to make you go, oh wow, that's awesome. Any bold scenes, like I'm watching this, and like I said, I watched this again because I'm a fan of SpongeBob. But if I was a fan, it feels like a Robert Rodriguez directed movie, like Spy Kids, right? It feels like a Spy Kids movie for SpongeBob. And I'm not trying to make SpongeBob seem stupid, because it's not. And I don't like to sound negative, but this is one of those things where I go, okay, what's happening? Because I love watching classic SpongeBob. And I have said for many years, well, I haven't said for many years, I just rewatched some of the new episodes of SpongeBob, and I go, are these creators on acid now? Because I'm like watching an acid trip. And no disrespect, I'm adoring that it's still going, but something about it's wrong. And even this movie in no way is an acid trip. Let's not say that. I got some great kicks out of the movie. I laughed. My favorite laugh was when Patrick goes, we have a cleanup on aisle 5. We have a SpongeBob mess on aisle 5. We got to clean up on aisle 5. It was hilarious. But other than that, I also felt like at the end of the movie when they revealed the cast members, it didn't even sound like Clancy Brown was doing Mr. Krabs. It sounded like a voice impression, and then it just sounded like recycled. Like, you know when Rick and Morty brought in the new actors, and it felt like, you know, like some people like do voice actors and they cover up their original voice lines to dub it over who recently had done it. It felt like that. It felt like Clancy Brown was doing... It felt like some guy was brought in to do Clancy Brown's voice acting, dubbing over Clancy Brown's voice, and I'm like, what is this? It doesn't sound natural. I don't know, that bothered me. But it felt like everybody else was doing their own voices, which was odd. It also felt like the same thing with Karen. I'm like, okay, this sounds like Karen, but not Karen, and I'm like, what's going on? Now, it could be because they're older, but it sounded worse in this movie than it does in the newer episodes, and I'm like, what's wrong here? So, I don't know, that kind of baffled me, but other than that, I really liked the in-depth story about Sandy Cheeks and her family story. And then when it got to the villain, dude, I was baffled by whatever Wanda Sykes was doing, and I enjoyed seeing that Keith, the guy from Free Guy, or whatever his name, New Master 69, I think was his name in that commercial. If you guys know what I mean, if you know, you know. But I'm going, okay, Kyle here just does not work. I like seeing him in this movie, but I don't think he really worked for SpongeBob. These live-action characters are kind of beyond me. Like, when you get, like, live-action characters in the animated show, it kind of works. Like, you know, Patchy the Pirate, he works for me. David Hasselhoff in the original film, he works for me. You know, even the pirate villain from Sponge Out of Water, that worked. Antonio Banderas, that worked for me. This here just doesn't work, and I'm really interested to see how Search for SquarePants does, because that might be a theatrical release, and I'm wondering if they're going to make that more mainstream appeal. But I still this did not work for me. Yeah, it worked for me on a SpongeBob level. It did not work for me on a movie level, if that makes any sense at all. I enjoyed it for a SpongeBob sit down watch because I'm a fan of SpongeBob. But if I'm recommending this film to you as like. It's not. I wouldn't even recommend it as a family movie. Like, I'm just saying, hey guys, if you like SpongeBob, check this out. But if I'm saying, hey guys, want to sit down and watch a family movie, it's not even a movie. It's just don't watch it. Like, I don't know. The only reason like I said, I'm recommending it to you because of SpongeBob. It's SpongeBob. So as I said, the villain, Sandy and SpongeBob have to go rescue the Bikini Bottom because it's captured by Wanda Sykes' character because she wants to cuddle a fish. So she tries to make these sea pal things real. The Bikini Bottom creature's real. The fact that how she knew about Bikini Bottom all because of Sandy Cheeks. So that's how she knew about it. And then Sandy Cheeks is spying on the Bikini Bottom, and so she makes these sea pal, the Bikini Bottom creatures real by eating these like Krabby Patty things, like phase 1s, and then turning them real and like making the sea creatures breathe air. And then cloning them so they're real. So then she clones SpongeBob, and Sandy Cheeks comes in to save the day with her family, take the Bikini Bottom sphere back to their home. And Wanda Sykes is a robot. Then Wanda Sykes reveals that she wants to cuddle a fish. Her head, in this flashback, her head's big, so it doesn't even match. I'm like, this flashback is dumb. It's like, why make it look like she's young, but she has a big adult head. That was dumb. Like, I'm watching this going, okay, this is stupid. Like, even who made this? Who made the movie? Robert Rodriguez made the movie. No, he didn't. But I'm like, this is dumb. I'm enjoying this because of SpongeBob, but this whole live action thing is dumb. Like, Roger Rabbit was way better because it was live action. Like, they knew how to do it. Anyway, but Roger Rabbit, sorry, Braveheart. Then she turns into a robot. Like, she takes her off her clothes and actually she's a robot. Like, what? And then there's this whole boss fight. Or there's a boss fight. But then, you know, Kyle and the other assistant do some stuff. And then at the end, there's this whole circus. The Sandy Cheeks family is a circus. And then they're singing the song at the end. The songs were actually quite good. I liked them. I mean, the two songs that you sang, the one at the beginning and the one at the end, I liked it. But other than that, it's not a great movie. It's fun because if you like SpongeBob, I'm recommending it to you. But don't. I mean, if your kids want to put this on, they might have some fun. But other than that, it's not great. I'm giving this. I'm giving this a middle of the road 5 out of 10. And it pains me to say because I love SpongeBob, but and it's not even a SpongeBob movie. SpongeBob's in it. The characters are in it, but it's not a SpongeBob movie. And the other thing I'll say is at the end of the movie, while the credits are going, they have, you know, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? They say, who lives in a tree dome under the sea? Sandy Cheeks, y'all. That was clever. I like that. It kind of reminded me of the Truth or Dare, Truth or Square episode where they have all the different theme songs. And I don't think they ever did Sandy Cheeks in that movie. So, hey, she got her own theme song now. Let's applaud that one. That's an A+, guys. That means this movie has a 10 out of 10. No, it really doesn't. This gets a 5 out of 10. I mean, I could boost it up for there. I could boost it up for that, but I mean, generally, at the end of the day, like, I don't want to sound so negative, like me saying it's just a 5 out of 10. I mean, I could make it a 6.5, but then I'm sounding like way super positive. Hey, I don't know. Maybe a 5.5 out of 10. I was having a great time watching it because I'm a SpongeBob fan sitting at home going, I love SpongeBob, yay! But I was really I was really excited for like the entire week, looking forward to this all week, knowing that this was coming out, and like the day of, I was like, I can't wait to get home from work and then watch this movie and review it. And I wasn't expecting to be this disappointed. I wasn't expecting to be this disappointed from it. And you know what? When I watch movies and I go, okay, I look at the Rotten Tomatoes score and I go, okay, yeah, I don't believe that. That's not really how I fly. And, you know, Spy Kids, right? Like, Spy Kids 3, I really think I grew up with it and I go, it's dumb fun. I think I had way more, I have way more fun watching Spy Kids 3 than I did this movie. And it pains me to say that because, like I said, this feels like a Spy Kids, right out of Spy Kids. The way it's directed, the way it's shown, the way it's messed up. But when I have fun with Spy Kids, it's because it's supposed to be over the top. SpongeBob isn't supposed to be having, like, robot ripped... Like, it's a cartoon. Right? Spy Kids is in the live-action world. So I could delve into this for hours. But at the end of the day, that's how I felt about it. If you like, go check this out for yourself and let me know what you thought of this movie. I'm definitely excited for, you know, I'm here for anything SpongeBob. Actually, I haven't even watched Camp Coral, so maybe I'm not here for anything SpongeBob, but I should be here for anything SpongeBob. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, stay tuned. I'm definitely excited for Search for SquarePants that's coming out next year. I have to, after this video is over, I have to literally go and see if that's theatrical because I'm dying to know. So, I mean, if it's not, I'll watch it either way, but I'd like to go promote, tell people about new SpongeBob in theaters. So, anyway, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me. Follow me at Boba Fett, Master, links down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm. Play Lego. By the way, I got Trapped. I'm seeing Trapped tomorrow. I'm going to see what the twist is in that one. And then I'm going to go see Borderlands potentially the next week. So stay tuned for what's to come. And then I'm going to BG after that. So big things coming this fall. Don't forget to stay tuned. And peace out, everyone. Don't forget to play Lego. Watch stuff, everyone. Peace out.